Hello, Internet, and welcome back to Space Engineers. So, last time we built this giant WWE cage, and now it's time to put it into a mountain. Or, sort of. Use it to make a hole in a mountain, I guess is more accurate to what we're doing today. Yeah. Now, one thing I did just realize, something I may have to adjust real quick. No, I remember now. I was like, well, how am I going to drill it out if there's no floor? How am I going to do that? But it's because the floor doesn't matter because we're going to cover the whole floor with metal. So it doesn't matter. I can just drill it out blindly because I can drill below the surface I want the floor to be at. And actually, I'll probably want to do that because I want some space under to be able to run pipe work and all the various other things. Maybe a little corridor to get from one side to the other. So, yeah. Floor doesn't matter. So, let's turn on this so we know when we're out of fuel again. So, plan for today. What I need first. I don't know why. Well, I know why I keep hitting tab for inventory. It's because I was playing Valheim. Yeah, so 24 steel. That should be good. What do I need for a projector? 21 steel. Some construction components, some tubes, motor, and a computer. Alright. I don't have those things. Right. Build them for me. Mystical machine. Okay. So that should go pretty quick. So what I want to do... and this doesn't super matter. Actually, real quick. Do I have enough for this? Not quite a this. Actually, not that at all. This. I might. Yes. Okay. What I'm gonna do, this is a, temporary attachment, but this'll let me go in and name this, name it that. Perfect. So, take that back. Now, this grid has that name, so I think that's the middle. If I hit Control B, Alien Drill Guide, right at the top of my list. So now we have the blueprint. That's what we're going to put into the projector to project. I guess. Do I have the things now? Maybe. What did it need? We're off to a good start with me being able to remember things. For construction components. Yeah, I think I should be good. I may have more than what I need. Okay. Now, let's get some power back from the ship. So, what I'll do, I'm going to fly up and find a good spot to stick a little stick of steel out of the wall. That'll, I guess, eventually become our platform, or part of it. But for now, it'll just be there to hold the projector so that I can project the grid. Okay, that is good. Actually, debating. I don't know if I want the sort of outer lip to be on the outside, No, that should be fine, because I'll have the platform sticking out the outside anyway, so I might as well have a little bit of steel. My thought was, if I want it to be, like, recessed into the mountain, so all you see is, like, stone walls at the entrance, and then a couple blocks back is the... Maybe I will do that, because I think it'll make it look more like a secret base, even though it's a big hole in the side of a mountain with a tongue. So, yeah, so what I may do real quick, I'll see if I can get more steel. No. Let's produce some. Alright, we've got 3. I need... Dang, I need most of it for the various things. How long? You know, what we'll do is we'll drill it. I can always, once I kind of drill the hole, because this isn't the actual thing we weld. So once I drill the hole, I can go ahead and, if I decide I want it deeper back so then I can have a recessed entryway, and I want it to be a little longer, I can, on the length of this, I can go back to like here, make the doorway, and then I could just project this again, extend it out a couple more blocks, and make a deeper hole. So I think we should be good. Okay. So now, we'll kind of go off this as the center, but I want this little hole I drilled to be inside kind of the space to drill out. So, get us a block, hit B to make sure it's aligned to gravity. Get slightly annoyed because it's snapping sideways into the mountain. So we hit B again so that it doesn't do that. Nope. Is that doesn't look super straight. That'll do. Okay. So, I'll just come out like that. Oh, dang it. I just realized I need power on this thing somehow. To power the projector. Well, we'll put it down. So, do this. I can't remember if I've done projectors yet. Anything in the series. If I have, it's been a while, and I've probably gained a lot of new viewers. So, for you new viewers who aren't as familiar with projectors and how they work, say it. I don't know, it almost looks like a little lens, this front part, but there is a tube connecting them. So, essentially, how to place it, you can see in the little picture to the right, the sort of, on the top of that image is the 4 prongs, and kind of on the front is the 2 prongs, or on a side. The 2-prong side is the front, the 4-prong side is the top. So that's the orientation of the block. That comes in handy because when you build one and put a blueprint in it, all of your movement controls for moving the blueprint around are oriented based on that. So generally, at least what I feel is best practice is to align everything so that is the top of the grid you're building, that is aligned to be front for the grid you're building. Then, everything kind of makes more sense. Now, the blueprints may not line up correctly initially, because for some reason Space Engineer's blueprints sometimes are sideways or upside down for some reason. But it gives a little bit of a guide. So that's that. We need power. I think... Ow. One of these would be good, but I doubt... Yeah, I don't have the stuff for one. Let's real quick we'll make another little stone load. Or stone run. And get another little stone load. Yeah, I guess. Correct verbiage. Not a ton. But enough that we can process into some more useful material. Oh, it's real loud. May have to adjust that, actually. Ah, well. We'll see. Is it in... Okay, so just staying in the drills. And it looks like I'm fighting for flight. So... Oh, and the gyros don't want to move. Oh! That wasn't good. Oh, Lord. Well, that stone is on a direct path down to the base. Okay. Dang, I guess we'll have to fix that. This is now a wounded miner. Well, bright side, we got some, is that a corpse? Oh no, that's a parachute. Wonder how that fell out. Yeah, so that's not great. We'll have to fix that now. Is there... I don't think there's anything functional. Aside from, of course, the cargo container and the booster. Can I... Well, here's this part. Where was the stone? Landed somewhere in these gullies, I think. Dang it. We go up here. Oh, there it is.
Inventory full.
Alright. This will be a couple trips. Yeah, that was silly. The sad thing is, it was bad piloting on my part. I won't blame anything else. But I did have the because I was heavy, I slowed down a lot slower. When I noticed I was way too close to that projector, it was a little too late. So that's fine. Didn't look like I damaged the projector too much at least, so that should be alright. That's the important thing. Because in theory we don't need this, for a bit at least. I have a plan that does not directly involve it for the start of events. Oh yeah. What I want to do is fly with the remaining thrust I have. Luckily I hit right at the back there, which isn't actually any... I mean, the cargo, of course, but for flight capability, it's not actually necessary. Unless I want to actually, leave and go to space. And even then, if I can fly, I can break gravity. So actually, it's fine. How did I... Right, I had to do it through this. Collect all, throw out all. There it is. Okay. Watch our stone drain. Is that it? Yes. That is it, except for the other thing. So, turn those off. Gently land. And clean out these. Good fun. Okay. So now, if we look at our production, everything's been done. I should now get rid of you. Did I do it? I don't know. No. I don't think it actually produced the right thing. I think it built another projector. Yeah, well. Let's watch this be done. There we go. That looks correct. So we'll just slap this on the bottom, and it should actually be... That may be part of how I power the base, is the bottom of the platform has some wind turbines, because it doesn't actually matter. I mean, in this game it doesn't matter much at all what you do with them. You can stick them inside a cave and they work fine. But it doesn't... In real life, it wouldn't matter if they're upside down, especially at that height. So, I think it makes reasonable sense to have a couple of them as a little beard. Alright. Yep, so... Slap you on here. And the projector doesn't need that much power, it just needs enough to run, so that should be more than enough. Okay. We'll get up here, make our lives easier. And can I do... No, I can't do it from build vision. I need a thingy. Yep. There we go. I may have still had this thing. Or enough for it. But that should do. Dang. There, we'll put... Don't have steel. I'll get a steel. Or maybe I won't. Okay. Just want to put this here so I'm not wasting jetpack fuel while I set this up. Okay. Alright, I want to produce a single construction component. Thank you. Okay. There we go. So now, what we'll do, we'll zoom way out. Connector. Okay. So, select our blueprint, select that. It's real hard to see, actually. I think that's it there. You can just barely see it. So what I want to do... So horizontal offset, we want to move it this away. That looks to be in the middle. Maybe there. Actually, the other offsets might be correct. Never mind, they're not. But you can see what's happening. Okay, yeah, that is in the middle. Perfect. Yeah, so I just push this forward a bit until it intersects with the rock. And then I can see all the frames as I drill. So. How to best... Maybe that'll be... Yeah. Should be able to tell from here. Okay. I think there's where I want it. Do I want to drop it one? Actually, no, that is perfect for the drill. I didn't realize. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell the scale of things comparing them. So that is the drill hole the miner does. And it is the height pretty much of the frame in there. So that's good to know. Okay. This should be good enough that I can make use of it. So now I guess we get to drilling. Begin the montage. So I did decide, originally my plan was to drill it out with the drill ship. I'm still going to do that. I didn't notice that little island there. That's neat. So I'm still going to do that for the bulk of the middle area. But what I'm going to do first is drill with my hand drill because I can be more precise and drill out the edges and the roof going all the way back so that once I am ready, I just drill with the MIG ship and I don't have to be as precise because I have a gap in between the edge and where I have drillable stuff. So yeah, that's the plan. Guess we'll get going on that. Here we go. I guess we'll bring him back here. So, oh boy, that took a while. I think that took like an hour. But we have our cutout, so that's pretty good. Goes all the way around 3 of the 4 sides here and around the back. I zip my way inside. And then don't kill myself trying to get out. Okay. So that's that. That is that drilled. Now, guess we need to repair the miner. What do I need for that? It had some roundy bits. It had a cargo and a thruster. I think... yeah, that could be fun. I think I'm going to put it in a different color just to kind of indicate, oh, this is a repair. And I like that idea. Making this a sort of, you know, speed up a little bit. It's like an old beater car where one door is a different color. I think that's fun. Okay, so we've got that. We need a steel plate for this. So we'll just kind of do that. Gonna have to produce, I think, a lot of these parts, but I may have... oh, I have plenty of steel plate. How did I... okay, so it's just kind of a lump. And lump. These I can weld up. Alright. Let's dump everything. Pull what we can. Okay. Yeah, so we have to produce the rest. Just kind of... we may have enough for all this, I don't know. Cobalt. Did I move everything from the old ship? No, I didn't. Oh, well that's... I think it was because the the cargo container out here is kind of a not very safe one.
Energy low.
We'll take some of the cobalt. Well, no, we don't need to move that. Take one of those, take some of those. Let's see what we can do with these. Because I know we need at least grids for that. Okay. And what were we... so we are out of iron. Which makes some sense. Here's an idea. So, as you probably saw, I assume I'll leave it in the time lapse. I may have had 1 or 2 little accidents. Because I respawn with tools every time I die, I gathered some tools. So I should be able to, if I disassemble... I should be able, if I do that, that... oh, I think it did some. It got the grinders. Okay. So get rid of that. There. You can see it goes from 10 down to 7, so it's getting rid of the ones we have. Okay, that one takes enough time to show up. I guess the other ones, because they're so simple, you don't notice that they are actually being produced. I might need those. And I need more iron anyway. Uh... I could mine by hand. I need power anyway. I could go ahead and start drilling out some more. I mean, I already have the little hole. The miner's not at perfect capacity, but it'll still run and fly. I mean, I guess I have to, right? I don't have another way to get iron. Though, I don't know. I should, at some point, do some scouting, too. I can do scouting in this. It's got 51 fuel. Let's do a little scout around, see if I can find some ore. There's ice. So that's handy, I guess. What do the ore spots look like? They'll be kind of white patches, but it can be hard to tell. Because I think those are just weird sliminess. That might be... Is this just shiny or... No, that's just shiny. Herm. I'm really not seeing many spots. We can go over here. I'm pretty sure this is just the slimy ground, but I guess we'll see when we get over here. Anything? Nah. That I think is just slimy as well. If I could find a patch of actual iron, that would solve all my problems. Because just one load of that would get me enough iron for what I... At least right now. Probably for a while longer yet. Hmm. Hum. Oh, is that... Hold on. That looked like some spots. Kinda dead ahead. That looks different than the shiny. So there's ice. Is there anything... Oh, cobalt. Okay, this is a patch. Cobalt. Ice. Oh, ground. Cobalt. Plenty of cobalt. God, it's the biggest cobalt vein I've ever seen. Is that all that's here? Just cobalt? Okay, there's more over this way. It's very disorienting trying to fly from this view. Oh, silver. Well, that's nice. So I have large stocks of cobalt and silver. And not much else. Well, that's handy, I guess. If I want to build a ship out of medical stations and small grids. Yeah, I don't think there's much else here. Well, what I may do, because I've used a lot of my fuel flying around here, and I do intend to use this for the main drilling, so I need fuel in it. I'll go ahead and start a little ice mine over here with this cobalt. You know, just so I have a place to go and get it if I want some. Where was? It was in here, right? Maybe this. Oh, where were the... Oh, there it is. So difficult they make it. Yeah. So we'll just start mining a little bit of ice here. This should... forgot how little you can see when you're in this thing. See, this is part of why it's not a good idea to use this for precision drilling. Precision drilling of a hole. You really can't see. Okay, how much ice do I have? A decent bit. And it is using some to generate fuel. What I may do is go ahead and park on the yellow submarine, unload this ice into its generator, use the battery power on it to actually process this. And that'll be good. It'll charge up everything and I can stock up on fuel on this thing. Because comparing the size of the tanks, I think the miner can, even though we're heavy. Oh, we're heavy. Even though we're very low on fuel in the Yellow Submarine, because of the size of the fuel tanks compared or between the two, I should still be able to fill this thing up from the onboard fuel here. Alright. So that, thrusters off, connected. Okay. I look up O2. It's on the miner. Does this thing have an O2H2 generator? I thought I put one in. Ooh, but maybe. No, I didn't. I put tanks on this thing. And where I would have probably slapped one, I put a tank. Because at the Mars base, when this thing was designed, it was never designed for long travel. It was designed to travel around and pirate from the Mars base. So I intended to use the processing at the Mars base. Okay. Well that changes things. Well, yes, for the moment, this is still processing ice and charging it. And it is running off of the batteries on the this, it's just going to be very slow. Guess I can hand mine to get some stuff. That changes what I need, though, a bit. I'd like to slap a generator on here. What do I need for one of those? They aren't too expensive, actually. So 3 computers, a motor. Oh, is that for... they're more expensive in this state. Alright. Yeah. I'm fine. Okay. So I don't think... Well, I may have enough stuff. Put these in that. So 2 large steel tubes and 4 motors. I may cannibalize a bit of the minor, at least the repair parts. Oh, actually, hold on. So I think if I slap it in, like, right here, these have motors in them. So that does that. I just need large steel tubes. Which I don't have on board. But, yeah. And I'm gonna fill up my inventory far too quickly. Put those back for now. Okay. So, slap this in. It shall also be green. I just need the 2 large steel tubes, which I think I put maybe 4, 3. Okay. There we go. Tubes acquired. Puts our repairs on the miner back a little bit, but I think this is more important considering currently all of this runs on hydrogen only, so... Well, hydrogen and battery, but the batteries are recharged via hydrogen, so... Yeah, I think I need most of that. Okay. And actually, I now have more components to fix this. So really, it put me ahead in repairs. I just need tubes now. Which I may be able... what do we have in here? How many tubes? 9. Tubes are pretty expensive, if I'm right. In iron. Where are you, tube? Nope. There we go. Yeah, so they're tin steel a pop. How much? That's 7. And that's 1. Well, let's see what happens if I disassemble. How much is of that? 1.67. Let's do that. Now how much? Still not enough, but we're closer. What I can do is, I'll just take this side. I can begin the teardown process. Hello, fella. Begin the teardown process on this. Because now that we have the drill guide in, we don't need this here. So that's 10 more, or 13 more. If I disassemble that number, there we go. And turn you off for now. Boom. Now I'll need to reset it up. Yeah, I should be able to. Let's see, that's cigar, forward thrusters, probably for the cigar, minor boosters. We should be able to see all. There's a lot of stuff on this. Okay. So that would be that. Is... I still have them both selected. Yes. Minor boosters. Hide that. Hide the many things. Is that cockeyed? Yes. Very much yes. Hmm. Oh lord. Do I fix it or do I leave? Yeah, I've got to fix it. That's gonna irk me. If I left it the same color, maybe. But... oh, dang it. Here, we'll just dump it into here for now. That should give me enough room. Yeah. If I'd left it yellow, maybe. But because I changed it to be green, it just stands out way too much. Kind of defeats the whole purpose of changing the color. And frankly, it's not asymmetrical enough to make it look good. Because that is the key to asymmetry. You need to have it so dramatically asymmetrical that there's no other obvious way it could have been symmetrical. Okay. Turn you off as it pulses fire above my head. Okay. Fixed. Now we can set it up. So boosters down to the L's. Save you here, show you not, show that not. Okay. Ship is now back in full operation with full cargo capacity that it cannot lift here. So I may want to add some more thrust in various places. But I think we'll see exactly how it turns out in the final edit, but I think that will be the end of this episode. A lot of it was time-lapse. And then random flying about. But, so we did alright. We've got... this is ready to be drilled. From now... oh, hello, stones. Or a couple times I accidentally, oh, thank you. A couple times I accidentally left-click drilled instead of right-click drilling. But... I just gather these. Hate a messy tunnel. Yeah, so we have this all carved out and ready. We just have to clear the center section. That we can do with the ship because it doesn't really matter. We should have enough buffer. What was that? No, that's the LODs being weird. And they tend to freak out when you have holes, so they may be a little funky looking from a distance. But in general, have this ready, just drill it out, and then we don't have to worry too much about down here because I'll probably have... I may leave this as the main bar of the... or as the bottommost point of the platform, because it should look, decently thick, and I want to have, piping running from underneath as well to dock up ships like that. So I think that'll work well in the spot it is. Drill this out, and then all of this area can be ugly and doesn't matter because it'll be under a floor. So yeah, I think with that, is that a good... maybe a good screenshot? I don't know. What are screenshots? Yeah, I think that'll do it for this week. So thank you everybody so much for watching. Feel free to check out the many other things I have done. That's in my script. And yeah, have a good one. Until next week, bye-bye.